Get a little more favour.
We're doing well.
We are.
So, the clock's hands were painted on. So what? It doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Cataline as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant.
Don't be dense, Monsieur Ravington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence.
Why not? It's still a portrayal of the, night's events.
Because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It is possible that Dame Catelyn was painted out. Even worse, it is possible that another person was painted in. We know that the witness was trying to cover for someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for.
So what are you saying, Falcon? The housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Signor Pertois de Miao, perhaps?
I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or a motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Signor Pertois to implicate his own daughter.
Oh, well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Roguel deliberately tried to frame Dame Cataline? Because that would be the most outlandish theory yet! That the Baron is a pillar of our community! He would never do such a thing!
Monsieur Rabington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However...
Oh, okay.
Why is he invisible?
I don't know.
He's a vampire!
Maybe he's coming in from off screen. He's like swaggering in from off screen.
Mayhaps I should offer my opinion. Yep.
Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetence?
Indeed. Let us proceed with witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. And I trust that the defense has no objections? No objections here. Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Okay. Baron Roguel, on the night of the,
The initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Catelyn followed behind him moments later. Signor Pertois, Monsieur Robinho, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Catelyn. That would be when I heard her cry for help.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there.
I would like to cross-examine the witness. Do you doubt my integrity, Garçon?
Garçon?
I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron. Very well, then. Hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Roguel, am an honest man.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination.
The dinner went magnificent when the photographer...
Housemaid. Because I thought it was, Was it the housemaid that discovered the body? Or discovered...
She
Catelyn.
discovered Catelyn stood
Okay.
over the body. The dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Greenway left to visit the garden.
Wait. Oh. Just have the photographer left. Let's have a look in the evidence.
So we've got the cigar butt. A fish. It's a red herring. Okay.
I hope a red herring finds its way into every case.
I really hope so too.
And there'll be one point, maybe in like the last case, where you actually have to use it. Let's have a look. Have a look at the camera.
It's just a camera.
Oh right, just.
Oh, if she left just after the photographer arrived. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit. Oh, we can't question that bit.
The housemaid discovered the pair just after the photographer left and called for help.
I guess if she discovered them after he left, then she shouldn't be in the photo that we've got.
Yeah.
So go with that one.
And she's in both photographs as well.
Hmm. Baron Rogwell, I have a couple of questions about your housemaid, Colleen Duhart.
Duhart. Does she smoke?
Why? Oh, because of the cigar butt. It's probably best not to bring up the thieving.
Yeah.
Does your housemaid smoke cigars?
Well, that question came out of the left field.
Definitely not. Mademoiselle Duhart detests the smell of tobacco. I see.
Putting together a bigger picture, are we?
I think so. The pieces are slowly falling into place. Do you have another question about the housemaid? Yes?
No. I don't know, it depends on what branch that takes us on, doesn't it?
It's going to ask us about... It's going to tell us that she's a thief.
Hmm.
I'll click yes, and there'll be a never mind.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we don't. Do we want to implicate her as a thief? Because that isn't the case that we're investigating.
But it could be. I mean,
I was her being a thief important.
It means that she didn't pay off the photographer because she's poor, because she's having to steal stuff to make money.
I don't know.
We'll say never mind, and if the game doesn't proceed, then it means we need to implicate that she's a thief. On second thought, we've talked about the housemaid enough already, haven't we? Let's change the subject. So statement to question. Well then.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we should just question everything.
Try asking about Grenwy, because we don't actually know that much about him.
True. Baron Orwell, I have some questions about Mr. Grenwy. God rest his soul. Why did he visit the garden?
So this is what I'm thinking, because in the photograph, it's because they're all business partners, aren't they? So why aren't they in the photograph together?
Yeah. True, so then it's actually a picture of Catelyn and her father, and the housemaid happens to be in it, rather than it being a random photo of just... I mean, it was faked.
Yeah.
But the lion and the yeah, so why was he in the garden? Why did Monsieur Greenway leave to visit the garden? I believe he wanted some fresh air. The steak did not sit well with him, I fear. Oh, I see. But that is quite coincidental timing, isn't it? How so? Well, Monsieur Gremwy felt sick and left the room just after the photographer arrived, and just before the murder occurred. One might draw a link between the food and the sickness.
Hold on, Falcon. Surely you aren't suggesting that Monsieur Grenwy's food was poisoned in some way? No. We've got nothing.
No, it's just a rare steak.
Yeah.
And he's a frog. So he probably can't eat rare steak. No, there is nothing to indicate poisoning. I just found the timing somewhat puzzling. There is nothing puzzling about it. Monsieur Greenway always had a soft stomach. It's really no surprise that he couldn't keep down a good rare steak. Do you have another question about Mr. Greenway?
Yeah.
Yes. What was your relation? What was your relation to Monsieur Greenway prior to his demise? I can't remember his voice at all. We were business partners. Monsieur Greenway, Signor Pertois de Miao, and myself all owned a third share in an up-and-coming railway company. Excuse the crassness of this question, but that means that you and Signor Pertois would now own half of the company each, correct? Correct. I suppose that's a slight glimmer of benefit that arose from this foul situation. But, Monsieur, you must understand that Monsieur Greenway and I were friends as much as we were business associates. I mourn the man's passing. Of course. Sorry.
Okay.
No. Okay. The garden? And ask about the cigar?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Baron, we saw the murder scene, your garden, for ourselves. What's with all the horses?
Yeah, when was the last time you visited it?
Baron Rugwell, when was the last time you ventured into your own garden? As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
Mmm.
Years, you say? Indeed. Why even have a garden if you're allergic? I'm allergic to everything, but... Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny. Oh? And why is that? Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently. Balderdash, my word is gold. Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden.
That I've been a garden.
This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin. Right beside where the murder occurred.
A cigar butt? That could belong to anybody, and...
Oh. His voice has gotten deeper. Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay. Sorry, Baron.
Or has it gotten deeper? It's hard to tell. That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars, but I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years. But naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
Oh... You see, Falcon? There's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded, but as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience. So inconvenient, in fact, why would you put a cigar in it?
Yeah, like, why?
Was the cigar poisoned? And they just stabbed each other? I don't know.
And did little paddling.
The cigar butt was not dropped. It was deliberately hidden. There are any number of possible explanations. Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Rogwell, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities. Did I now? And what illicit activities would those be? You want me to spell it out? Fine. Let's put everything on the table. You, Baron Morguel, murdered Monsieur Grenouille, and that is what you were trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen. The voices are falling apart.
It's all going wrong. That is a ludicrous accusation, Falcon. The Baron is an upstanding citizen of the highest order. Your allegation is baseless. You have no evidence, no means, motive, or opportunity.
No evidence? Think harder, Monsieur Remington. Every piece of evidence points to Baron Rogwell as the prime suspect. You want the means? The Baron certainly had the means. His lion's claws are as sharp as a surgeon's blade. Gutting a frog belly would be trivial to him. Even Monsieur Robinho confessed just moments ago that he feared his claws. Ridiculous! I would never threaten a man with violence. You want a motive? The Baron had at least 10,000 francs worth of motive. By removing a business partner, the Baron's share of his railway company increased from 1/3 to 1/2. This is preposterous. And finally, the Baron had an opportunity. No, he crafted the perfect opportunity. He arranged a small banquet with a very select number of guests. He was aware of the missing silverware, and yet he served steak, a food item that necessitates good cutlery. Why? To bloody the hands of his guests, of course. Then he hired an easily influenced photographer and staged a very specific picture in order to build a perfect alibi for himself. Photographing the guests in front of a handless clock to make for easy editing is quite an ingenious plan, it must be said. Prosecutor, are you just going to let this slanderous yarn go untested? Say something! Object!
Oh,
you're pitifully useless. After executing the murder, the Baron found himself still holding a single piece of incriminatory evidence, his finished cigar. He knew that leaving it at the crime scene would raise suspicion, but he didn't have time to properly dispose of it. Why not take it with you?
Yeah.
It's
You
a
always
cigar
smoke
that you
cigars?
Yeah. It's not unusual. So, out of desperation, he threw it into his fountain, out of the sight of his guests and any snooping police. I imagine the Baron was hoping to implicate Signor Pertois de Miao, since that would ensure total control over his railway company. Alas, Dame Catelyn was the first to happen upon the crime scene, so the Baron improvised.
This is an outrage. Judge, I demand that you disbar this ranting lunatic.
No, there is only one outrage here. Oh.
Whoa!
That is, that a man like yourself is able to abuse his wealth and status to frame an innocent girl for murder. You're a bourgeois of the worst kind.
How dare you, Garçon? The utter nerve for a lying scumbag of a lawyer to accuse a philanthropist like myself of something so heinous. I'm nothing like the fat cat bourgeois. I'm a respectable, hard-working capitalist.
No. You're a ruthless man who would slaughter a dear friend just to reap a few francs.
You incredulous whelp! I ought to gut you right here and now, like a damned frog!
Oh!
That's a very specific
Suggestion?
I rest my case.
Could someone please restrain the Baron?
I'm on it, Your Honor! Let's go, old man! To the conciergerie with you!
I think the crow's older. Don't... Oh, he's a jackdaw, I'm sorry. That was very racist of me.
Don't touch me, you filthy jackdaw! I could walk myself!
This is quite a turn of events.
Does the prosecution have anything to add?
In a manner of, speaking, to be honest, no.
Then I shall now confer with the members of the jury to come to a decision. I ask that the animals of the court please be patient in this time. Why do we need a jury? He confessed.
Falcon, that was pretty incredible.
Thank you. I just hope it was enough.
What do you mean? You just proved Catelyn's innocence. We'll get a not guilty verdict for sure.
Sparrowson, I think you've misunderstood something important about the justice system.
What's that?
I haven't proved anything. As lawyers, we cannot deal in proofs. It's just not possible. All we can do is organize the evidence and convincingly explain what it suggests. I haven't proved Dame Catelyn's innocence. All I have done is demonstrate that there is a significant possibility that she is not guilty.
I'm not sure that I understand the difference.
Oh god, she's going to be found guilty. Just to screw with us.
We have reached a decision.
In light of the
In light of the recent revelations, it is clear that an error of judgment was made with the initial arrest. On that note, we unanimously find the defendant, Dame Catelyn de Miao, to be not guilty.
Way!
Hey.
We get confetti. No.
No.
Monsieur Falcon, Petit Sparrowson, you did it!
Oh, I got the cursor bag. Yay!
Yes, I suppose we did, didn't we?
We should head back to the office so we can celebrate properly. You did it, Falcon.
I can't take all the credit. This was a group achievement.
I'm so proud of you both. I'll go get 1 bottle of wine and 3 of our least dirty glasses. You're amazing, Monsieur Falcon.
Oh, it was nothing.
I very much like the way you pinned the murder on the Baron. That was an act of sheer genius. Oh no!
Oh my lord! She did do it!
What a twist!
What a twist! It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts.
Well, I didn't pin anything. Sparrowson and I just worked at unveiling the truth, given the facts of the case.
Monsieur Falcon, there's no need to play coy. The case is over.
Play coy?
Don't tell me you're actually being sincere.
Oh my god! I'm completely lost.
Oh, wow. I thought the goody-goody thing was an act, but you actually don't know. All right. I'll spell it out for you.
What have we
Oh
done?
my god! I murdered Monsieur Grenouille.
Oh, sorry.
I saw him in the garden, all drunk and vulnerable, and I seized my opportunity. It was nothing personal, just business, you understand?
Business?
To increase my papa's share in the train company, of course. My papa always said that the drunk old frog was the weakest link.
Your confession doesn't make any sense at all. I found Baron Rogwell's cigar butt hidden in the garden.
Oh, I put that there. I expected the police to find it, but I suppose that was putting too much faith in the brains of Paris's finest.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur...
That's me. That's me.
Sorry.
But Falcon proved that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph was edited.
Oh, it was edited to make her. That doesn't make a lick of sense.
It was edited. I wasn't in the picture because I was busy paying a visit to Monsieur Grenouille in the garden. My papa knew I needed an alibi, so he ordered Monsieur Rubinio to paint me over Baron Rojuel and add hands to the clock.
But she's smaller than the Baron. How did... Like, did Robinho paint the background as well?
Don't know. But that lazy artist didn't manage to finish altering the photograph, either photograph, by the trial day, because we stole it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that Monsieur Falcon was so imaginative, because that could have gone very badly.
So was stealing it actually the right thing to do?
Yes. Wait. Yes.
Yeah, because we...
If we hadn't have stolen it, then
we wouldn't have thought that anything was suspicious about... Oh, the hands would have still been suspicious.
It wouldn't have made a difference. I don't think. I don't know. It's so confusing.
Yeah.
What's with the silence? You both should be proud. There aren't many lawyers in the whole of France who could have won a case like this, even for a bourgeoisie kitty like me. I think you should leave. Fine. So much for the celebrations. Here's the payment for your services, straight from my papa's pockets. Well, adieu, Monsieur Falcon. Adieu, petit Sparrowson. Falcon, what do we do now? Falcon? Oh man! That was amazing!
No, I won't hit anything, because... Okay. That was not what I expected. I presume the same for you as well.
Yeah, that completely caught me off guard.
Thank you very much for joining me, Cam. I don't know how I'll have broken this episode up. I hope that you don't hate the fact that I made you read so much.
No, it's fine.
So maybe we'll do another act someday?
Yeah, maybe. That took a lot longer than I was expecting.
It did.
So the cases following this, I think we're probably going to have to like set a day aside or something.
Yeah. So thank you very much for watching, and we shall see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.